Hello viewers, it's your favorite spoiler from Grand Movies. For more updates stay tuned and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel please. The worst thing about these two villains is that, in the big picture, their objective is so trivial. Their whole plan is to provoke without warning, to cause as much mayhem as they can, and then to take advantage of the confusion and increase their power. Conrad, Harry, and Kevin are called into a private area at the funeral only after Maeve gives Eddie the signal to start a fight with a security guard. Even if they are surrounded by people, this move was probably intended to instigate a fight that would warrant a shot at Richie. Later, when Kevin has spiked her to keep her submissive, Maeve wakes up from her roofie-induced sleep, and her call to Paul is a blatant indication that something horrible is going to happen. Therefore, it was clear that the boom was coming as soon as we cut to Vron getting into her car, yet the automobile's explosion was nonetheless startling since it was so illogical. The show seems to want us to believe it was Maeve, but we may not know for sure who gave the order. We do know for sure that this has descended into a full-scale conflict that neither Maeve nor Eddie have been able to stop at any point. The scene where Harry confronts Eddie in the bathroom, sits him on the counter, and treats him like a child was one of the episode's greatest because it gave us a preview of the type of justice Eddie will experience. But it seems like these kinds of behaviors, combined with spiking Maeve, just encourage them to act more violently in order to assert their dominance. They are more deadly because of their animalistic nature. We know that only death will stop these two psychopaths, but since they are family, they will probably be the last people Conrad, Kevin, or Harry turn on, which will kill a lot of people who don't deserve it. Richie's decision to bring Harry and the other Harrigans to Tommy's burial was brilliant, as Conrad notes. Either he got the chance to slaughter them all in one place, or he fell for the lie that Harry and Kevin told him about Valjean killing his son instead of Eddie. Therefore, regardless of how proud they may be, it seemed that the stress would be too much for any Harrigans to walk with their heads held high. This isn't going to be the case, though, as soon as we see Maeve and Conrad in the car. I love funerals because of the ceremony and the supposed fanciness of it all, Maeve says in a light-hearted manner. Conrad gives her the same puzzled expression that was likely on each of our faces. The tension is evident when the Harrigans eventually show up to offer their condolences since what the characters were afraid would actually occur at that precise time. Someone could say something awful that makes Richie decide to shoot them, or he could give the order. It appears to be all right at first since Richie and his wife, Vron, accept the Harrigans' plight, even if Vron gives them the stink eye. The worst part was when Eddie, sporting what must have been the most cocky pair of sunglasses imaginable, not only met his victim's parents' eyes but also bent down to give Vron a cheek kiss, causing her to pull away in disgust. That it is an extremely heinous instance of psychopathy, as Eddie takes great pleasure in believing that he has escaped punishment for murder and that he can manipulate the knife. Although Eddie appeared to be enjoying himself at the time, his subsequent act of strutting around Tommy's bathroom and bedroom before stealing cocaine off his sink counter is far more unsettling. He examines Tommy's room in a manner akin to a child at a birthday celebration, trying to find something humiliating while the birthday boy is downstairs. He is merely attempting to damage the birthday boy's memory because, in this case, he has killed him. Cocaine use demonstrates not only his lack of manners but also his disregard for making a disturbance. Although he might be apprehended, it is more probable that his use of drugs like cocaine will make him more hostile and violent, further straining the already tenuous truce.